It's April 26th, 2022. Forgive me. I don't mean to be so chipper, but I was sending messages to some of the individuals because I realized how to direct message on the PayPal and Venmo. And I sent some messages in response to their donations because it made me feel very, not obligated. I don't do these things out of obligation. I do them because their generosity means a lot to me. People don't even realize. Sometimes I have like a high-pitched tone to my voice because that's why I'm so happy. I'm elated. And they think that I'm faking it, but really that's just how it goes. Most of the time, if I'm in a good mood, I have a different tone, a different temperament. I go about like this a majority of the time. And, but I just, wanted to relay a few of because I know when I go deeper and everything like that too, and when I sing, I can fluctuate in my voice, so it sounds pretty decent. I've gotten compliments quite often, actually, which, I don't know. I guess. But anyway, I was parked here for a moment, and I just wanted to relay my gratitude for everyone, and then also my gratitude toward just this existence in this plane, because we all know I'm very self-destructive. Obviously through these videos, in the sense of what I did in the past, I was very self-destructive. I don't do that stuff anymore, so that's the difference, is that I've altered my frame of mind by working very hard, very diligently every day to make sure that I'm sustaining myself in order to not hurt others. Or to be inconsiderate, honestly. And I know that I can't always pick up after everyone all the time, although I wish I could, this and that, even things on the ground. I haven't done any pickup of trash. Sometimes, if it's directly in my way and I'm going to a trash can, I know, what's up and my hands are dirty, and to make sure that I wash them afterwards or whatever. Because you can't just go around picking up everything without any type of equipment. You might run into a needle or something. You just never know, from people that are unhygienic, or anything that's sharp that might have bacteria in it and might give you an infection. So you just never know. I'm not saying that needles are everywhere. I'm trying to horrify everybody. There's a majority of the places that I stick to that are the nicer places, because I know that I'm going to feel safe. Even though I don't look safe, I look kind of like a shoplifter. I know, sometimes like a bum. I don't know, I guess maybe not like that. Maybe I do look like a homeless person to some people. But it's dependent on the day, and it's also dependent on what actions I'm taking in front of them. Now, when I go to a space that's, away from prying eyes, such as the locker rooms or the restrooms, and I can manage to change my clothing, brush my teeth, brush my hair, maintain it, wash my hands, make sure that everything, I don't often just like wash my feet or anything like that in the sinks, okay? That's very gross if you don't sanitize it afterward. You have to make sure that you're sanitizing after yourself. So being a homeless person, like having to be forced to go to certain locations, I can understand why some people, have shopping carts full of things, and then they get reprimanded for trying to keep their things together, and they're just trying their best. And so I've got to go to the Kroger, but I really think I need to take a nap. I don't know, I'm very, very tired. I think it's mostly just because I'm worn out. All my muscles hurt from yesterday. Everybody hurts. Everybody hurts. My baby's all shifted, so now I'm all fatty looking today. I can't hide it. So, it's supposed to be around a pound now? What? I'm carrying about a pound of baby and then a pound, God knows how much, of fluids. Anyway, if I don't do the research, then I just negate to seek out those extra facts. So anyway, I'm so sorry, I'm tired. That's why I repeat myself. And there's a lot of construction going on near me, so I should probably get off of here. But I also wanted to just relay that yesterday I was at the fitness center, and it was one of the gyms that I'd gone to that is in conjunction to one of the other ones. Well, I saw that man that invited me to Zumba, and he had only had the one arm. Well, I didn't realize he had like a nub. And I mean, cool as fuck. The way he had strapped it into the equipment, and he was doing it with like his arm here, and then using that and like, doing a motion like that, like winged motion with the machine. I was impressed. I was like, man, that's amazing. So actually he noticed me and I noticed him, and he recognized me, and I'm surprised. Sometimes people can recognize me because I've got a kind of a unique face. You don't often see someone like a white girl with crazy frizzy curly hair. So, yeah. And then also too, when I'm smiling and stuff at them, a lot of people don't even get approached like that. They don't even make eye contact. But when I, take the time to sit and focus, then I'm like, oh, okay, let's engage. But if I'm in my own thoughts, sometimes I'm kind of like I'm sorry, what's not submissive? Not the word submissive, but the word, sort of like where you brush people off without meaning to or whatever. I don't know, subjective? No, I don't know, no. I'm so sorry, I'm very sleepy, I need to read some more. I was playing some Sudoku the other day, and I was upset because it made me go to sleep. I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Like even all of my hobbies and everything are making me tired, like super sleepy. I think it's just the pregnancy though. I'm super pregnant. I'm super pregnant now, already over halfway. So I'm like, oh Jesus, no. So in a few more weeks, apparently at 24 weeks is where it can sustain itself outside of the womb or something like that to be able to. I don't know. I'm horrified. That's gross. That's gross. It's like, just stay in there as long as you possibly can. Make sure you get plenty of nutrients and you grow big and strong and hairy. Hairy. Is it Laguno or whatever? It's all over their body or whatnot, or that, what's it called? That soft stuff. What is that? I just read it a few days ago, but I'm very tired right now, so I'm just gonna go take a nap. Well, just climb in the back seat and take a nap. And so yeah, just rest a little bit. I might not even take a nap. By the time I rest a little bit, there's always somebody messing with me, and then I'm just like have to get up or something. So hopefully nothing happens right now. I'm in a decent area, but they might think that I'm crazy for sitting here for so long. And that's the problem. Like I'm up to no good. There was a man walking behind me. Yeah, the guy, yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then I saw some ladies in the Walmart, and they were washing their hands right now. And they went to go get the paper towel out of the dispenser, and they used like 6 or so each. And they're like sheets about that big of paper towel. And I use 1, 2, generally 2 all the time to make sure everything is nice and dry. But I just used the hand dryer because I was like, Jesus, stealing all the toilet, or not the toilet paper, and they're just like wadding it up and throwing it, and I'm just like, whoa, if you just took a moment to just unfold it and then pat it, you would have so much of the surface area absorbed and you wouldn't have to use so much. Anyway, it's my own thoughts, and I thought that was kind of funny. And then this guy right now was walking behind, and my windows were down a little bit. I could overhear what he was mumbling to himself. Well, I knew he had been walking up from that distance, and someone had pulled up to him and was talking to him outside of a vehicle. And I thought he was picking him up. I thought, just whatever, he's a guy walking. And his friend must be picking him up and whatever. So they had a discussion, while the man continued to walk. And I overheard him grumbling something about, shit, I'm not stealing, fucking blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit, like, I guess, like, he just got reprimanded or whatever, trying to get picked up and whatnot for just being a human, just walking by. What the fuck? Just because people have backpacks and everything too, yeah, more than likely they're homeless. But what's the problem? Like, as long as they really aren't getting into trouble, or, you know, they understand that there's cameras everywhere. Cameras aren't going to save you from the action, no. But it is going to allow the authorities to figure out who the fuck did it, you know. Hopefully. Especially, I always thought that in my case, that I was like, oh my God, they're going to take care of it. But since I talk out and I'm a fucking bad girl and I don't shut my trap, then I get reprimanded even more, and I have to suffer more because I won't hide, I won't keep anybody's secrets. I'm like, no, Jesus wouldn't want that, no. So I don't keep secrets like that. I don't think that that's necessary. I think everybody should just be genuine and transparent and honest at all times, so that we know what we're dealing with and we don't have to lie to one another. That's the problem. That's what gets me in trouble, is that I'm just like too lenient in that way, and I enable people to walk all over me because I'm like, I'm so communicative that they lack communication skills, and I have to just make up for it. And I'm just so kind, too kind. Anyway, I'm grateful, and that's why I sent those messages, because it gives me something good to do too. I mean, and thank you so much everyone for your donations. I appreciate you very much. And even one of them, I can't message them back for some reason. Spiritus. So if you watch my videos, I wanted to say thank you. I didn't even realize that there were, I think, 2 separate donations in that instance, and I was just completely, and I'm sorry if I say anything that is disgruntled toward the comments. I read some of it and I get upset, and I have to let out that emotion toward it. But overall, I'm very appreciative and very thankful. There's a bird out there. I'm actually very grateful and very thankful that anybody would take the time to focus on me for a minute, because I know that it's hard. And even with someone like me that's kind of like ADHD sometimes, yes, I know that. Like, I know that I have tendencies to do that, and I go about all, you know, random talking and everything like that. But then I get back around to the point. If somebody can focus on what the point is while I ramble on, and it's fine for me. I don't see the problem. I think that my mind works in ways that other people can't manage, and that's why I keep track of things that most people don't, and that's why I even keep track of people's jobs better than they do. And like, it's so weird. Like, I keep I keep a note of everything in my mind, and that's the horrifying thing, because I don't like to categorize things, and I don't like to keep an attachment to a lot of information. So when I push out some of the important information, that's frustrating. So, and even interactions, basic interactions within stores and everything, are overwhelming sometimes, and I realize that that's sometimes a sign of autism and everything too. And I didn't realize it. I thought, you know, whatever, you're fine. There's no need to alarm anybody. You're just fine. But yeah, I'm just a very strange person. Like I tell everyone, I'm just like you, only a little different. And I don't see the problem in that. I think we should all have our uniqueness. And I was walking through the goddamn not grocery store, the Walmart right now. This makes me laugh, and I'm, okay. And I talk to myself all the time, but then I was talking to myself, and one of the ladies was like overhearing. I could tell it kind of made her day. And she was like, this woman's crazy. Like, you know, I was talking about toothpaste and like toothbrushes and whatever to myself. And then I wandered. I sauntered down the middle aisle there and and managed. I didn't realize they had remodeled that one, and I didn't know where the restroom was, because I don't even think I've been in there, or if I've not very many times. So in passing, no, I don't think I've been to that one. So just so you know, they're remodeling some of these Walmarts. So I asked one of the workers there. I said, well, you know, where's the restroom? Could you direct me to the restroom? And she said, well, and I didn't say it like that. I said it more like, do you have a restroom nearby, is what I said. And she said, oh yes, down that past electronics. And I looked at her name tag, and she was a lovely black lady, older, and, you know, probably a little younger than my mother, but just lovely. And her name was Gayle, Gayle, which is spelled the same as my mother. And I told her, I said, like something about either you have a beautiful name or, my mother has that name spelled the exact same way. And so I even passed her on the way back and I said, you have a very